So what is this myopia all about? Let's just understand some of the basics. That's the cross section of the eye, which everybody is quite familiar with. And I'd just like to relate to some of the findings from the Berkeley Infant Biometry Study, which was, and what the information gave us. So I'll like to walk around a little bit to explain this. We know that in an infant, the eyeball's cornea and the lens is very steep, right? As the eyeball grows, the cornea tends to flatten a little bit or expand, and the lens, which is very convex, tends to expand a little bit, okay, and become less convex as the infant grows. And this becoming less convex of the lens and the cornea getting less steeper correlates with the increase in the axial length of the eye. That is how the kid can constantly see. Okay, everybody following this? Everybody trying to follow this? So this is what normally happens in a kid, especially between 3 and 9 months. That's the most critical time. Now, as this happens, there occurs 2 tipping points. Okay, in case of the line that you see in red, which is the myope, so as the axial length increases, there is something among the myopes. Maybe it's gender, maybe it is the parents being myopic, which after a certain tipping point, which is marked in yellow, goes much more faster and beyond the normal length of the eye. Okay, that's what happens in myopes, where you can see that the projected one is the line below, whereas the actual one is the line above. So which means it grows beyond even the projected level, it grows beyond that. That's a tipping point that does occur. In case of emmetropes, what happens is, when you follow the axial length to, let's say, around 8 years or so, and you project that same axial length, the projected axial length is more, but then the actual axial length kind of stabilizes over a period of time. Okay, so this is the basic difference that happens between a myopic eye and an emmetropic eye. So there is something that triggers off that tipping point. It can be gender, it can be parents, it can be gadget time, it can be less exposure to sunlight or so. So I just want you to understand that even since childhood, a child who does not have myopia in childhood can become myopic because of certain influences, and a child whose parents may be myopic may not become myopic because of certain lifestyle. Okay, so there is a kind of a tipping point that does occur, and we really don't know what are these factors. There's a lot of research being done on that.